Hello everyone. Today I will be giving you an informative message and educational lesson about Anonymous, and what they have become. First, let me start by saying, Anonymous was a great movement, and still continues to accomplish great things to this day. But there is something within Anonymous that I think we have overlooked, and today we will be calling it out. First, let's start with who Anonymous says they are. By their words alone, they claim they answer to no one, and that they have no internal leader. They say, nobody can speak for Anonymous. Nobody could say, you are in, or you are out. Do you still want to join Anonymous? Well, you are in if you want to, and it is simply that easy to join. So, we have learned that Anonymous has no leader. They claim to have no ideology, and anyone can join. This is where it gets interesting, and where we start to see a problem. Anonymous will let anyone join, and therefore, leave themselves open for attack. Anyone can get into this group and influence what operations are taken out. Our point being, recently Anonymous has been taking a stand against terrorism, yet they are defending Muslims, which is where we start to believe the Anonymous group has been compromised. On their Twitter account and other social media outlets, they openly mock politicians who want to keep our country safe from terrorist attacks, and say we should let Muslims into our great nation. There has been a trend in accepting Muslims, and we have been blindly accepting this, without recognizing that the Muslim religion demands that their believers do this: fight men until they testify that there is no God but Allah and that Muhammad is his messenger. And the Muslim Quran also says to emulate Muhammad. Remember, he beheaded captives, enslaved children and raped women captured in battle. Again, Muslims are told to emulate the example of Muhammad. We believe there are certain terrorists within Anonymous that are trying to spread this idea of accepting supposedly passive Muslims, when there is no such thing. If you are a Muslim, you follow Muhammad's ways, which means you acknowledge everyone must either believe in Muhammad or be executed or enslaved. This is not religious freedom. Recently they have launched an attack against Donald Trump, which shows they are falling for liberal agenda, inevitably promoting the presidency of Hillary Clinton, which will lead to more loss of freedom. This message is simple, and here is the bottom line. The Anonymous group has no moral standards, and there is no line to be crossed. They are slipping for typical media scheme and don't seem to know which direction they are heading. We need to come together as people. We need to lift each other up, and we must fight for our freedom, and stand up to those who wish to steal it from us. This is the launch of PASec. We are a fallout group from Anonymous. We have come to a point of disagreement and have decided to fall away from their operations. We believe in moral standards and support human rights and freedom, and we will stop at nothing to oppose those who wish to take away our freedoms and rights.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!